Never before in the history of our democracy has our country been confronted with such a severe situation.
Studies predict the number of infections will range from a minimum of 10,000 to a maximum of 200,000.
Pakistan's Prime Minister says his country cannot afford lockdowns like Western nations.
We will save them from the virus, but then they will die from hunger.
When COVID-19 first hit China, people were split. They believe that our climate will kill the virus. Later on, we saw coming from WHO, the World Health Organization, that it's a global pandemic.
Our reaction to it was this country is just under 11,000 kilometers away from South Africa. However, we thought surely it's not going to reach South Africa. But I don't think anybody in South Africa really took it seriously at that point in time.
The initial response from the management team was that, no, it's not there. I had to make a special effort, speak with MD. But then we started to hear that the government is not reporting cases in Pakistan and it's around us. And then we decided to ask people to work from home. And then suddenly it hit Lahore, it hit Karachi and other parts of Pakistan, and government started to communicate the numbers.
When the COVID started hitting different parts of the world, we knew that it was coming to us as well. But we realized its intensity when it actually hit us. It was far more scary and frightful for us.
And it hit us so fast that the first case came up, and then we had about 30 odd cases in 2 days. And within a week, we had about 40-45 cases. And within 2 weeks, we had about 61 cases. I don't think we were fully capable of handling a problem of this scale. The hospitals were full. The cases were coming up, and it was extremely difficult because I was working from the same room where my father was admitted.
From the moment WHO recognized COVID-19 as a pandemic, our company has set clear priorities: protecting people, protecting food. So creating central locations like Global Steering Group for the most critical information related to COVID-19 was crucial. As HR Country Services, we had to be present, be flexible, and act fast.
The challenge we faced when the government introduced the lockdown, they mentioned clearly specific sectors were exempted from the lockdown. But what was not clear, how to get the permit to our staff so they can leave their homes, reach factory, or reach the customer site. And beside all that, the government kept changing the requirement every second day.
We were managing the field operations during this COVID time. 26 out of 51 employees were tested positive for COVID. And not only them, we started finding out that their families are affected too.
When it came to customer sites, that was a different game. We saw that the precautions were not taken there. In a space of 14 days, we conducted 21 customer sites audits.
We had a big problem. The government at the beginning announced those who are 55 and above must work from home. Around 25% of the production staff belonging to this tool. It wasn't easy. The whole country was in demand. All companies working in Saudi were after the manpower agencies, looking for people, looking for specific skills to run our business.
The case management also took up a huge amount of time, extra effort, following up on a daily basis.
After we have done so much as a team to ensure that the lives of people or employees are safe, we have lost lives in the factory.
And then dealing with obviously the deaths and the forms that have to be filled in, the memorial services that had to be planned was quite stressful.
So having all those adverse circumstances, including lockdowns, including illness of the people, having concern of the people coming to the factory, we needed someone to support us in managing all those things which support production and business continuity of the factory.
If I reflect back, That was quite difficult situation. The pressure was building up to the next level. Might be I was expecting too much from the HR country services, but they were the ones who were deciding right in time that what sort of a support we need to provide now.
They had a very good communication plan in place, and they helped us in ensuring that we remain within the defined safety protocols, and also ensure that our business remains operational so that we can serve our customers in the best possible way.
We want everybody to travel safely. Even before approving any travel, what we did is conducted risk assessment for all the hotels in all cities, to make sure it is the right hotel for the travelers to stay.
I was actually quite amazed as to how quick things came together. The signage, the helping of employees, provision of sanitization.
Yes, there was a lot of pressure. There were expectations that were at times beyond what we could offer. I think it was my job to also help them understand decisions that we can sustain, and also look after our employee who's going through an incredibly tough time.
And now the world is awaiting on an effective COVID-19 vaccine. But even if one proven effective, it will be many months for us to have the possibility to vaccinate everyone. So the world cannot be idle.
Once the virus is gone, another pandemic is about to follow, and that is the management and the dealing with mental well-being.
In this challenging time of COVID-19, we have actually experienced our enablers like productive, dynamic, and capable in collaboration with HR Country Services team.
I'm extremely thankful to our HR recruitment team who hired people for 24/7 operation on a very short notice.
Whatsoever I was even thinking to get a support, they were already doing that. We were not just protecting the people, we were actually protecting the people more than ever.
I think it's a remarkable achievement, and that just tells us that how well we are prepared to bring resources under any circumstances.
COVID-19 is not yet over, and that's a big challenge.
The fight is not over, it's continuing.
In my opinion, the situation will not improve in next few months.
And we are ready to face whatever is going to come to our way.
We should keep focusing on our health and well-being, on upskilling ourselves, on following strict hygiene and social distancing guidelines, and remaining hopeful.
We had to work day and night, and at the end, we did it. We got the number, we kept the factory working.
I think my biggest learning has been that when we stick together, when we put our differences aside and think as one unit, then we can really face one of the toughest challenges like COVID-19.
I've seen collaboration at its highest level. I experienced, readiness.
But also your preparedness and your policies, your practices.
Yes, we will fall. Yes, there will be issues. But together, we will be able to deliver.
So many things we thought it's not going to work, it's not going to happen. But at the end, it did.